Hello and welcome back to some more Genshin Impact. So I'm over here by the guy who's going to be giving me Tatar Tales, or the next part of the Tatar Tales quest. And I'm going to start right off with, jumping into it. So, traveler, things do not look good. The Fatui within have concentrated their forces near the core. It seems that they have discovered something. Surely they don't intend to breach the core's defenses. No, we can no longer afford to delay. We must move now to initiate functionality tests. Functionality tests? By that, I mean that we must test our machine friend's purification abilities. I have no intention of moving it into the furnace only to find that it will not function. To that end, please help me find 3 Oni Kabuto, if you will. I want to place them near the Mikage furnace, which will cause them to be tainted by Tatarigami. Then we will retrieve them and use the purification device to cleanse them. This is the test I have devised. Where do I find these Oni Kabuto? Now I have 3 of them already, I'm pretty sure. They're these little bug things. They look like beetles, actually. Or they are beetles, rather. Normally they are found in electro-rich environments. I have also heard that they can survive near the Mikage furnace. What hardy little critters they are. Why don't I just snag some from in the furnace then? Well, you could do that, but if you were to take the Oni Kabuto directly from the Mikage furnace for testing, to tell you the truth, I worry about the reliability of my little machine. It is best to work through the tests step by step after all. Well then, please help me find 3 Oni Kabuto if you will. I've got this. So you do. Just 3 is fine. And... how's it going? Have you got those 3 Oni Kabuto? They're right here. Yeah, I had 16 of them. That should do then, yes. Thank you. I shall begin test immediately. Wait, is that really it? That's it for the Tatar Tales quest for today. Now, as I understand it, there is another daily quest that you can get, and I chose to ignore it at the time, but it's with the little cat down here. So I'm going to actually start that up very fast, because I don't want to, have another situation where I'm waiting days and days and days just to get through a single quest. Oh, actually, that's going to happen anyways, but what I mean is that I don't want to end up with it being the only quest I have left to do, and having to wait throughout several days, just, real life days to do it. Anyway, self-proclaimed provisional head priest of Asase Shrine. I think that's how you say that.
Every journey has its final...
Anyways. Meow, meow. That box has proven its worth indeed. Ah, you return. The box you repaired has proved its efficacy quite well. Not long after your departure, 2 humans in green came to the shrine, meow meow. Not only did they offer up some mora, but the tall green human seemed most excited to hear me speak. How easily startled you humans are, really. Regardless, the offering box is a most wondrous artifact. Perhaps repairing another shall attract yet more people. That's not how that works. Is that so? Human matters are so very bothersome. But Paimon thinks this has got way more to do with the state of the shrine. And what of my shrine? I could use some cleanup. Huh, is that so? Those little rascals quite enjoy playing amongst the piles of fallen leaves. But if one yet recalls clearly, Hibiki used to use a long stick with pointy ends to build a pile of leaves. Now, if she did it, it must be the right thing to do. What do you need swept? What would I know about the intricacies of human deeds? Still, if it were Hibiki often took that stick and waved it back and forth, before the sun had risen. I used to enjoy chasing that stick, yes. But now that I am the provisional head priestess, such churlish behaviors shall not do. I remember that Hibiki would also use water on the ground. An ill thing to do, really. Domeki would come by at times as well, and he would use crossed metal plates to go snicker-snack. What? I don't understand that one. And the branches and leaves would come falling down. Oh, he's talking about like scissors to cut the branches. Okay. Domeki? A very tall and loud human. He and Hibiki would play together a great deal. That rascal always chopped off the same branches that I loved most. An infuriating fellow. From the sound of it, they were doing cleanup. Guess you could call it reorganization as well. Sweeping the floor, washing it with water, and trimming the branches. Such familiar work, eh? So, that was cleanup, then. I understand. In that case, would you go forth and do as such? Ah, yes. You may forgo the snicker-snacking. I like the branches just the way they are. The long stick, leaves, and water will do. Have you understood my words? Let's see. Actually, could I ask who Hibiki was? Hibiki is Hibiki. She's the head priestess of Asase Shrine. And your name? My name is Neko, a name bestowed by Hibiki. It was she who often came out to receive guests at the shrine, and so I was not obligated to manage such affairs. I had neither name nor title then. I swept where she wished, and played with whoever she willed. One day, Hibiki said that she would call me Neko, on account of my habit of sleeping. Hibiki is presently absent, but a shrine is no shrine without a head priestess, and so I have taken up that post. That is also why I hope to restore the shrine to its former liveliness before Hibiki returns. That's right, once she returns, I can fall asleep in her bosom, and not have to wait for her to repair the offering box, or wait for her to use that long stick of hers to clean the leaves. Well then, I shall leave those tasks to you. There are some sneaky bugs that have stolen into the shrine, and they must be driven out. Now, yes, this work was given specifically to me by Hibiki, a vital task to be completed by no other. Okay then. So first of all, I gotta switch out one of the characters here for somebody that can use
I'll take care of it.
Water. So I have Venti here who can use this. Oh, it can be done with water as well as wind. There we go. Well, I think so anyways. There we go. You had to do both. I think. Or not. Oh, that's Neko's voice.
That cat can talk.
Is your cleanup complete? Everything's spick and span. Meow meow. That is good. I have also chased those little crawlies away. Why, this shrine is looking more and more the part. The box is repaired, and the shrine itself is clean. Yes, more people shall surely come to pay their respects. Meow meow, we must return the shrine to its former glory. Yes, meow. I shall stop here. Thank you for your help thus far, meow meow. Speaking your language is so tiring. I am going to rest. Perhaps your aid shall be required later also. When that time comes, do return here to meow meow. Okay. So that's the first part of that done. Glad I did it. Okay. I'll switch back in official now.
Behold, the princess endeavor.
I was under the impression that you needed both a water and a wind type character to be able to do that. The next thing I'm going to do is the challenge for the Labyrinth Warriors. Let's start off with the very first trial. A domain shrouded in a mysterious mist. Here, danger lurks on all four sides, while deadly monsters and traps litter the area. Only valiant and skilled warriors may pass this way with any sort of ease. So let's go to the quest. Go to the Adventurers Guild in Inazuma City. The situation in Inazuma has stabilized, but neither you nor Paimon have been idle. You decide to head over to the Adventurers Guild and accept a new commission. Yeah. In that case, that's what we shall do. I'll undo that little marker there for the sound symbol. I'm recording this immediately after the previous video, so if you notice things like the timer for this timed event still being relatively close to what it was in the previous video, then that's why. Anyways. Hello, Catherine.
Hello, traveler. You couldn't have come at a better time. The Adventurers Guild has received a new commission, but it's a little complicated. We've struggled to find the right candidate for the job.
Lay it on me. It's starting to feel like eternity around here.
I'll get straight to the point. The client is a distinctive musician from Liyue. She's in possession of a temporary travel permit that's about to expire, and is looking for someone familiar with the process to help her renew it and avoid deportation.
Does this really count as adventuring?
Hey! Wipe that disappointed look off your face! Imagine if you were in that situation! Huh. A distinctive female musician from Liyue? Sounds familiar.
Remembering early isn't your strongest suit, Paimon. Neither is mine, because I don't remember who she's talking about. I'll say I know who she is, even though I don't.
Ah! Paimon knows!
I mean, I'll probably recognize her the moment I see her, though.
Oh? Is she a friend of yours? She headed for the Tenryou Commission after submitting her request. You should be able to find her there. I hear that the commission has been very busy recently, so they probably won't be able to help her.
If it's who Paimon thinks it is, she's probably introducing the Tenryou Commission to some sweet riffs right now!
Oh, it's Xinyan. Yeah, that's who it is. I'm not sure that would end well.
But doesn't everyone love rock and roll? We should probably get over there before she gets arrested for public disorder.
A tricky situation started. So I'll do this. Okay, the reason why I didn't... I think this is the first time we've actually had a quest centered around her specifically. You know, she was in the, that one-timed event involving, Guoba and Zhongling.
Is that really Xinyan? So it is Xinyan! Ha! Paimon's intuition prevails again!
You couldn't even remember her name just now.
Huh? Well, I'll be! Paimon, Traveler, what are you two doing here? I never thought I'd run into familiar faces so far from home. Well, if you're here for a performance, I'm afraid I gotta disappoint you.
Performance?
It's a long story. Have you heard of the Iridescence Tour? Well, it's okay if you haven't. I didn't hear about it until just recently. The more I think about it, this whole thing was weird from the get-go. The organizers told me it was a music festival from Fontaine that was famous throughout Teyvat, but it seemed like nobody in Liyue had ever heard of it before. There was a guy standing on the side of the road calling out like he was selling Sunsetias or something. I only inquired because I felt bad for him.
Aw, that was nice of you.
Well, anyway, he showed me a ton of material. The Iridescence Tour is a big deal over in Fontaine. I heard that getting stage time means your music might start to be heard far and wide.
Wow, you'd be famous overnight if you were up there.
You think so? Oh, me too. I want as many folks as possible to hear my music. That's why I'm so set on attending the festival. This year's Iridescence tour is being held here in Inazuma. I've been honing a bunch of new songs since I signed up. I even asked Beto to ferry me out here ahead of time to scout the place out and make sure everything goes perfect. Xiangling made me up a special packed lunch to wish me well, but the organizers, they ran into trouble out on the ocean. They can't make it. They even got fishing boats to send a message to Inazuma so the authorities could start spreading the word. The Iridescence tour is canceled.
Well, I know where this is going.
Oh, how can they just cancel it like that? I come here to perform, and they tell me this after I arrive? Now there's no way of getting the travel permit that the organizers arranged for me, and my temporary travel permit here is about to expire. No, things couldn't have gone much worse.
Seems like no one was more excited than you about performing at the festival. Why should you get the short end of the stick? Oh, it's not fair.
Yeah.
It ain't always easy being a musician. Well, shucks, enough complaining. This ain't the first time I wasn't able to perform.
Wow.
Time to move on is what she was going to say. I accidentally skipped it.
If you want to play rock and roll for a living, you gotta be tenacious. That's why I sprang into action. I submitted a request at the Adventurers Guild and headed straight to the Tenryou Commission to see what else I could find out. However, I've been standing here for ages already. I'm not sure what's keeping those Tenryou Commission samurai so busy that they don't even have time to say hi.
How dare they? Paimon bets they're just goofing off.
It's fine. Stuff like this is bound to happen when you step onto unfamiliar shores. Hey, Traveler. Beto told me you've been in Inazuma for a while now. You must know how to get things done around here, right? Think you can help me out?
Don't sweat it, I'm on the case.
Now we're talking. If you can get my permit straightened out, I'll write you a killer tune as a token of my heartfelt gratitude.
Now the simplest way to handle this would be go to the Ren Shogun directly, but obviously that's not going to happen. Yada Koki, huh?
You again? I thought I told you we're busy already. You'll have to wait.
Sorry, fellas. Perhaps my agent here can explain.
Is Kujo-Sara here? Okay, that's another good choice.
Madame Kujo-Sara? Oh, you must be the traveler. Is this outsider girl a friend of yours?
Sure is. She got stood up and now she's stuck here, so she needs to extend her travel permit. Come on, what kind of impression are you guys creating for visitors here?
Please, don't be mistaken. We're not purposely delaying anything. Something big happened recently, and the Tenryou Commission is spread thin. We don't have the resources right now. The reason this young lady is still in the queue isn't because she came later than anyone else. It's because there's no one free to take care of smaller issues like travel permits.
Oh, what is this something big?
I can't tell you anymore. Madame Kujo-Sara is in the courtyard. Ask her yourself if you want to understand the situation.
Seems like we don't have much of a choice.
So they really are busy.
Seems that way, but that's okay. They're just doing their job.
Okay. I was expecting to jump into challenges immediately, like a domain or
Why
something.
do these samurai look so serious? Like they're about to go to battle.
Who knows? Anyways, as I was saying, I was expecting to go into a domain immediately, so I'm a little bit surprised by this, but I'm not upset by it at all. I'm happy to have more story content.
Formations! Follow the vanguard and assemble outside the city.
I wonder if she's going to be upset to see us again. Oh, there we go.
Traveler. And who else do we have here?
Sorry for interrupting your work.
No harm done. What brings you to the Tenryou Commission headquarters all of a sudden? Is there trouble afoot?
Okay, so she's not upset. I wasn't sure what her attitude would be like, considering everything that happened.
Because if there's anything I can help with, don't hesitate to ask.
Finally! Someone who can call the shots!
You tell Kujo-Sara the whys and wherefores of the incident.
I see. It's regrettable that your friend has run into such an unfortunate incident, especially after such a journey. The Tenryou Commission is experiencing a large turnover of personnel in very difficult circumstances. We really are short on people. I apologize for not having tended to your friend's request on time.
It's rare to see you guys struggling like this. What is it this time?
We don't mean to pry.
Oh, yeah! We're just casually asking.
No one's to blame here. Seems I just arrived at a bad time.
How about we make a deal?
Yeah! Why don't you tell us what kind of trouble you're facing, and we'll do our best to help. In return, maybe you could help Xinyan extend her travel permit.
We really could use the extra help, especially from capable individuals like yourselves. Alright, here's the situation. Recently, a nameless domain has appeared in the Araumi region. Monsters with incredible strength have been pouring into the area.
But surely the Tenryou Commission are used to dealing with monsters.
The domain appeared quite unexpectedly, and we've come under serious pressure. I've already sent out scouts to investigate. Originally, I was planning to lead a force there myself, but an extended period on the front lines would leave the Tenryou Commission without oversight. It just didn't feel right.
Well, if you need folks who can fight, I'll wager we can certainly be of assistance. Ain't that right, Traveler?
Sounds like a plan.
Yeah! We do you a favor, and you do us a favor. Got it?
Jeez, are you really giving orders to a general, Paimon?
It's fine. I'm indebted to you. This really is the best solution at the moment. If it were anyone else, I'd have to refuse. But even the almighty Shogun has recognized your abilities, Traveler. I'm happy to assign this task to you.
Ooh, say now. Sounds like you've made quite a name for yourself in Inazuma.
You know me?
Oh, I'm getting to. Xiangling and the other folks are always saying you're destined for big things. Madam Kujo Sora, where should we go next?
I'll take you over to the location now. I should warn you that I haven't been there myself yet, so I'm not sure how dangerous things could get. As a precaution, please bring sufficient combat equipment and supplies with you.
Can we write off the expenses?
Fair enough. I'll put in a request now.
Hold up. I remember there's a travel permit processing fee. Why don't you write that off, and I'll cover all our other expenses.
How generous of you, Xinyan.
It's nothing. Actually, Beto gave me a bag of Mora to spend before I even got off the ship. Seeing as I'm inconveniencing just about everyone, it's about time I had something to show for it. Why don't we just split it between us? It should cover equipment and supplies, no trouble.
Huh. You are a woman of method and integrity, I see.
No, don't mention it. But don't go forgetting about my permit now.
I will see to it personally. You have nothing to worry about.
Fantastic. Thank you, ma'am.
So it's agreed? All right, let's take care of this domain.
Sounds like a plan. Let's hit the road.
The only thing I don't like about timed events having story content like this is the fact that once it's gone forever. So, like, even though I think it's cool that they have this, at the same time, it's very, very irritating that they've done it this way. Like, you know, because, I mean, if it's recorded, that's one thing, then people can still at least revisit it in some form, but otherwise it's, you know, gone. And people who play later on will never get the chance to experience it again, unless they add in something, like some kind of permanent update with all that stuff later on.
Hey, look over there!
Those samurai look like they could use some help.
I'm waiting until they're done talking. Okay. Where is the domain? Is that it right there? I have a feeling that that's going to be it.
Ma'am, you're finally here. We were ambushed by monsters at the entrance as soon as we started to investigate. We were able to push most of them back into the domain, but some of them escaped to the southeast. Many of our troops were injured, so I decided to tend to them before issuing the order to pursue. Forgive me.
Southeast? Oh no, there'll be civilians along the way. This is urgent. We need to split up for now. I'll lead a team to pursue the monsters that got away. The situation here, I leave in your hands. I'm sure you don't need reminding, but be careful.
Don't worry.
Don't worry about a thing. We got this.
One more thing. Monsters often try to sneak out from the domain. Keep a close watch on the entrance, and don't let any of them pass, or else...
Watanabe, trust in my judgment.
Yes, ma'am.
Oh no, this isn't gonna be something really annoying, is it?
And off she goes.
Wow, she ain't playing, huh?
Well, she is leading an army after all. Okay, let's get over to the entrance.
That just made me start to think that this might be a little bit annoying. Go to the domain and guard the gate. Where's the gate? Oh, it's right over here. I guess I was wrong about where it was. I still don't. Okay, there we go. What? Ah, crap.
Look, monsters! Let's take them out!
Okay. Not a big deal.
Let's play! Time
May as
for
well do
takeoff.
this. Followed by this. It was funny how that one hilly turtle was doing its best to avoid getting caught up in that. May as well set that. Do this. Oh. I didn't realize that this guy was right here still. There we go. Okay.
Yahoo!
Yeah.
Let's play!
If I can
Think you can get away?
aim it between the middle of them, it would be helpful, but obviously the game isn't letting me.
Did we stop them?
Huh? There's something on the ground.
Where? Where is this something? Okay, right over here. I'll grab this very fast. Wherever it was. There. Okay, it looks like a little doll thing.
It's just a piece of paper.
Oh, it's a piece of paper. Okay.
It looks like a little paper figure. Is it a talisman? Maybe one of the samurai dropped it.
A paper figure, huh? Reminds me of the Shikigami they talk about in the legends.
Shikigami.
Yeah, I spent a lot of time looking into legends from all over Tibet. Well, they give me inspiration for my lyrics. They say in Inazuma there are paper cutouts imbued with magical power that follow their masters wherever they go. Some of them can banish evil, repel monsters, or even protect your home.
Sounds a bit like all that sigil and adepti art stuff they have over in Liyue.
Sounds like I need to trade Paimon in for paper and scissors. No, that's just too mean. Sounds strong enough not to warrant a fifth of a wild boar measuring system. I don't know what that means, but okay.
What? Paimon is a professional Tibet travel guide and your best friend! Let's see your fighting origami do that!
Oh. Okay.
Wait, look! The Shikigami, it's moving!
Hey there, little paper guy. Can you hear us? Can you talk?
Where am I? Did I faint? Oh no.
Oh my goodness.
Wait! Did you see the monsters that escaped from here? Where did they go?
Well, there were monsters around here, all right. But we took care of all of them.
Thank you. And thank goodness they didn't manage to escape. I'd never forgive myself if someone got hurt.
Are you a Shikigami? Those monsters, you didn't let them out, right?
Paimon, why would he have let them out when he's asking where they are?
To my knowledge, Shikigami are all about defeating monsters. So what's your story?
My name is Shiki Taisho, and I'm sorry you have to see me like this on our first meeting.
I think that this is the same voice actor as D-Luke's. Sean Chiplock. I think that's who that is.
This domain is called the Mystic Onmyo Chamber. I'm the overseer in charge here. The Mystic Onmyo Chamber has been in an extended slumber, just as I have. However, a few days ago, under the influence of an unknown power, all the monsters in the domain were suddenly awakened. Actually, it seems like I may have suffered some memory loss in the process. All I remember is waking up to a living nightmare. I tried my best to stop them. I was surprised to see the monsters turn into paper charms when they were defeated. That's when I remembered that they must also be Onmyodo creations, and form part of this Onmyo chamber, like me.
Onmyodo creations? I don't follow.
I'm sorry. I can't give you a clear explanation right now.
But what about yourself?
Me? My sincere apologies. I am a Shikigami, but all I know is that I'm the overseer responsible for this domain. I can't remember who my master is, or why I was created in the first place. I'm a failure.
You mean you don't even know if you're one of the good guys? Aw. Hey, don't worry. Paimon heard that those with memory loss sometimes start to remember things when they return to a familiar place. Why don't you try going back into the domain?
I was just about to try that. I still have many unanswered questions, but one thing I'm certain of is that my powers originate from this domain. We might even be one and the same. For some reason, I have a feeling that I should be able to completely control it.
If Shikigami are supposed to help with banishing evil and repelling monsters, you were probably stationed here to guard the entrance. As for your memory loss, did you ever hear those stories? You know, the one where someone loses their memory and forgets about the incredible powers they had? Once they remember, they become invincible again!
We did run into that one samurai a while back at the quest that had lost his memory, I think. And we helped him a little bit, but that was a while back.
Actually, I was just thinking along those lines. Do you think you all can help me out?
The most urgent task is helping you to remember, right? Once your memory's back, you might be able to control the domain again and stop any more monsters from escaping.
Or kill us while we're in there.
Traveler, can I borrow you for a second? This Shiki Taisho has only just woken up and it's lost part of its memory. Do you trust it?
I'm not sure.
Well, if it really is a guardian of the domain, then we're in good company. But if it's not...
if its purpose is to create monsters...
Exactly. We shouldn't make any foregone conclusions, but we still gotta be careful. Besides, we still don't know who built this domain, or why there are so many monsters inside. We need to get more of an understanding. Paimon, on the other hand, seems to trust it quite a bit. I guess she's still a child at heart.
Paimon has a thing for cute pieces of paper.
Hold on there, Paimon. Let's get a grasp of the situation before we get too hasty.
I understand. Between my mysterious memory loss and my link to this Onmyo chamber, it's normal for you to have your doubts.
Why don't you let me test your sincerity?
Sincerity? Ooh, sounds like something interesting is about to happen.
You may not believe it, but music lovers like myself are able to use a special kind of language that isn't used by ordinary folks. This language can be transmitted to others in the form of music itself.
I see.
Ooh, special language? Paimon wants to hear it.
It's an honest language that touches the true depths of the heart. I'll be using this language to perform a test to see if our friend Shiki Taisho here is truly trustworthy.
Music? That's not something I have much experience with. But I'm willing to accept any trials you deem necessary. All I want to do is take care of the crisis at hand.
Now that I think about it, was she part of the music event? I can check in a little bit to see if she was. I'd be kind of surprised if she wasn't, though.
All right. Well, then listen up and look lively.
wasn't expecting this, but I should have.
So, hope your spines ain't shivering too much.
The performance was spectacular.
But you only played one song. Is that enough for the test?
The language I spoke was hidden in the music. You won't notice it, but it'll find its way into your heart and expand your mind. Every soul reacts differently to this kind of language. Just tell me how it made you feel, and I'll tell you the color of your soul.
What? That sounds amazing!
A kind heart? A heart forced into evil deeds? A heart closed off from having grown used to misfortune? All of them come in different colors. So, Shiki Taisho, tell me, what did my music make you feel?
I'm sorry, I'm not sure I understand. I've never heard music like this before. So it's impossible for me to grasp the hidden intricacies. What I can say is that my body and soul, if I have a soul, has been uplifted by your melody. I can see the world that you described.
World?
I'm not sure how to put it. But it felt like I was wandering aimlessly on a path with a mist all around me. It felt like I was wounded, and my head was aching. There were sounds coming from beyond the mist that frightened me, and I worried I was about to be swallowed by some hidden danger. But all I could do was continue forward. I didn't know where my destination was, but it felt like someone was waiting there for me.
That's very detailed.
Wow. That's a lot of feels for a piece of paper. Maybe Paimon failed the test. All Paimon could think of was a bunch of people eating grilled fish.
Grilled fish. I think I saw something similar to that. I was grilling fish with people whose faces I couldn't make out. There was a fire at the end of the mist. People were sitting around with freshly caught fish on bamboo skewers. I'd transformed into an actual person. I was having dinner with them. And yet, I had the feeling that I'd be leaving and continuing on my way again once the sun rose.
An endless journey. And there wasn't any fighting. Mighty interesting. So my melody didn't conjure up any thoughts of fighting for you?
Oh. Should it have?
No. You gave a great answer. I had a few friends listen to that tune before as well. Your answer really reminded me of theirs. As far as songs go, it's pretty complex with a lot of twists and turns, but the image you had prevailed the whole way through. You must be very similar to those friends of mine.
Are you talking about Xiangling and Beidou?
That's right. I'll wager you're a like-minded being. Based on your answer, I'm willing to trust you.
Really? I was just trying to describe how I felt. I didn't think you'd be able to trust me so quickly.
That's because this is all still mysterious to you. I have no doubt about the language of music. It tells me who I can trust. Music ain't bound to anything. It's free in the truest sense of the word. Shiki Taisho, to me, out of all the things you could have thought of, the images you landed on make me feel like we were supposed to run into you.
Thank you very much, young lady.
No need to thank me. Trusting you is an extension of my belief in my musical intuition. Not to strum my own chord or anything.
Okay, I'll trust your judgment.
No kidding? I'm lucky to have friends with such great taste in music.
I will never forget the kindness you've all shown me. I'm certain I can be of help to you. If only I can regain my memories.
Oh, enough of that. We're not helping you because we need something from you. The most important thing now is to prepare ourselves for what lies ahead.
Yeah, like stopping the monsters from coming out of that domain.
Traveler, we better get combat ready. Let's see what this here domain has to offer. Maybe we can take care of everything before Madame Kujo Sara gets back.
Let's go.
For adventurers at our level, there isn't a domain out there that we can't handle.
Okay then. Before I go in there, I'm gonna go up here and grab this because I've seen it several times now. Let me grab it. There we go. Okay, so I'll enter the domain one time and complete like the first section of it or whatever, and then I'll have to stop. Originally I wanted to go visit that new island, but obviously that's not happening. Oh, so this is separated into... Interesting. Okay, let's start with the level 85 one, because that's the only one that's available. A domain shrouded in mysterious mist. Here, danger lurks on all four sides, while deadly monsters and traps litter the area. Only valiant and skilled warriors may pass this way with any sort of ease. Okay, let's proceed to the trial. No! Why'd they have to have two-party setups? No! I don't know what the Shikifuda thing is. What's this about? Okay. Initial number of uses in single stage, 3. So all of these have 3 uses, I guess. Restores 4,000 HP to all current party members and regenerates 800 HP and 20 stamina every second for the next 5 seconds. Okay. This increases the... Well, first of all, you can never do wrong with one of those. I'm just saying. Yeah, healing. Summons a Stream Surge Spirit that will continuously attack surrounding opponents, dealing 1 instance of AoE Hydro damage every 2 seconds. Let's see. Snowstorm. You know what? I'm not going to really worry about these too much. Other than to grab... No, not that. I'll grab those. So these 3 right here are what I'm going to be sticking with. And unfortunately, you can only take 3 with you. Now for the first path, I think that I will go with Zhongli. Wait a second, what does it mean by support? I don't understand what it means by support. If it means... You know what, I'll go with my normal party first. And then for the support section, I'll switch over to... No, wait. No, instead of her, I'll use Barbara. There we go. And commence the trial. Let's hope that this isn't going to be a problem. I wonder if support means basically you can switch out to those characters. I hope that that's what that means. That'd be nice. And hopefully this domain isn't going to be insane. If I see, like, first...
Strange. The Mystic Omnio Chamber doesn't look special in any way.
True, but I can sense my power regenerating. I feel much better now.
Huh?
Wait, look over there. Is there someone here already?
Someone inside the domain? I can't believe it. Who would choose to enter a domain like this one?
They look familiar. And I have a feeling it's Fatui, probably.
Oh, I was wondering who it could be, but it seems you.
That voice, it's Child.
I heard your footsteps and thought, who in Tevat would set foot in such a dangerous domain?
Ah, it's you!
Then I heard your voice and, well, it all made sense. It's been a long time, Traveler. You're getting bolder.
Child? What are you doing here? The domain. Wait! Are you responsible for all this?
Child. He's on the tall side, isn't he?
He also goes by Tartaglia.
Hello, miss. Tartaglia will do just fine. I'm...
Paimon will tell you who he is. He's someone who shows up before bad things happen.
Hey now, all this time apart and this is the greeting I get?
You know what Paimon's talking about. Wait. Xinyan doesn't know what Paimon's talking about. And knowing Xinyan, if she found out about Child's actions in Liyue... Oh, boy.
Interesting attire, but I think she's a Liyue girl. Now then, perhaps I should just be upfront.
How about this?
Actually, I want to start by...
This is an adventurer we befriended in Mondstadt. Child is just a nickname we gave him.
Huh?
Tartaglia here is always messing stuff up. Even when the dangers are obvious, he just recklessly charges in. Something an adventurer should never do. So we get a little annoyed with him sometimes.
Are you covering for him, Paimon?
Yes. I couldn't have put it better myself. I too am an adventurer, and I've caused my fair share of trouble for Paimon and the Traveler here, for which I'm unfathomably sorry.
Impressive, Paimon, impressive.
Oh, so you're a Mondstadter. Pleasure to meet you. I'm from Liyue myself. The name's Xinyan, and the name of the game is rock and roll.
The pleasure's all mine. So, are you here to explore the domain too?
That's right. We're trying to find out why the monsters here are so active. According to Shiki Taisho here, this domain is known as the Mystic Onmyo Chamber. There are lots of dangerous monsters inside that were created using Onmyodo.
A domain that lets its monsters escape into the outside world. What forces are at play here? As for me, I stumbled in almost by accident. But now I'm curious about this mystery. We adventurers don't rest until the truth comes to light. It's in our nature. So, do you mind if I join you guys? I can offer my aid in return. If you haven't heard, I'm pretty handy in a fight.
Traveler, what do you think?
You're not going to reject me, are you? Oh, don't be so cruel, Traveler. You know how strong I am.
Alright, you can join us.
Now we're talking.
Another addition to the Shiki Taisho memory hunting crew. There's strength in numbers.
I'm assuming Shiki Taisho is the little paper fellow here, right? A simple yet captivating design. And look at the little face! I bet my brother would love one.
Is he complimenting me?
Yeah, take it as a compliment.
All right. Why don't I bring our new companion up to speed?
Shiki Taisho explains his amnesia and the basic situation concerning the domain once again.
You said that you're the overseer here, but I didn't see you when I entered. That must mean you were already unconscious by the time I arrived, correct?
I believe so.
Well, brother, maybe if you'd have slowed down a little bit, you would have noticed.
Brother? That's a very intimate way of addressing someone. I like it. You remind me of my little sister. So, according to the information we have, it's very possible that Shiki Taisho is the guardian of this domain. I'm sure we'll find out the truth of that soon enough. Shiki Taisho also says that its power has been regenerating ever since it set foot here. It might even be able to absorb more power the further in we go.
Shiki Taisho, can you remember anything yet? Or do you feel different in any way?
They say that everything about Shikigami is derived from magic. Perhaps the more powerful our friend here becomes, the more likely it is that they'll recover their memories.
Now that I've been here a little while, I have a vague sense that I should be able to control certain parts of this domain. Overseers are supposed to have that ability.
I've taken care of the monsters in this room. They all turned into tattered paper charms when I defeated them. That was some exhilarating combat. But I'm afraid I can't seem to find a way to progress further. Shiki Taisho, as our resident overseer, do you have any tricks up your sleeve?
Allow me to give it a try.
What in tarnation? The door opened!
Anyone else getting the creeps here? It looks real eerie. Someone else go in front. Child, how about you?
I smell danger.
It's the scent of monsters, the aroma of battle. The monsters here are strong. Fierce fighting awaits us. But I wouldn't have it any other way. You guys should learn to see the fun side of combat.
Well, I don't care how strong they are. They'll be ashes when I'm finished with them.
Make sure you guys protect us! Especially Paimon.
What is it, Shiki Taisho?
I hear something. An echo. This place. Yes, this used to be my dominion. I should be able to do more than just open doors and activate mechanisms here. Fight. I should know how to fight. Everyone, I've just remembered some combat techniques. Please, allow me to assist you in battle with Shikifuda and Onmyodo.
Okay then. You may use Shiki Taisho's charm magic during the trials. To use Shikifuda, you have selected. You may use Shiki Taisho's charm magic during trials to... Okay, never mind. Every room of every trial will have its own corresponding emplacement. Activating an arrayed emplacement or a ferocious emplacement will trigger a battle in which you must defeat all of your opponents. Complete these challenges to draw charms. When you have activated a decisive emplacement, a powerful boss opponent will appear. Completing these challenges in the first level of every trial will allow you to draw a charm. And every room of every trial will have its own corresponding emplacement. Activating a curative emplacement will allow you to heal members in both combat and support parties, revive any fallen characters in your parties, or change party configurations. Every room of every trial will have its own corresponding emplacement. Activate a charm emplacement to draw charms, blah blah blah. Why are they repeating things? You may encounter cursed seals and thus suffer from their negative effects. Trials contain hidden traps, known as cursed fields. Stepping into one such trap by accident can either cause an explosion, or cause you to be inflicted by a cursed seal's negative effects. Click on the minimap to check the details of this current trial zone and ascertain the areas you have explored and the zones around them. You may select Leave for now when exiting a trial to save your current trial progress. If you select End Trial, your current trial progress will be reset. Okay, so this is what I'm thinking of doing.
Osmanthus wine tastes the same as I remember. But where are those who share the memory?
Okay. I just let that go. So this is what I'm thinking of doing. I'm actually going to stop right here, and then in the next video I will proceed through this trial, because I was not expecting all these different cutscenes and stuff, and this place looks pretty extensive. So, yeah, that's what I think I'm going to be doing. So I will see
Osmanthus wine tastes.
I will see you next time. Bye-bye.